This is Standing Watch. And now, Evangelist Norbert Link.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to our Standing Watch program. Those of you who are familiar with biblical prophecy and with what the Church of God has been proclaiming for decades may not be that surprised about what I'm going to tell you today, but it has a lot to do with what is occurring in Europe, in the UK, continental Europe, and it is setting the stage for monumental events to happen in the not-too-distant future. I'm talking about the prophesied event that a rift will widen between the UK and continental Europe, that in all likelihood the UK will not be part of the EU in the, as I said, not-too-distant future. Now here's an article which was published by Mail Online, dated October 24, giving you a little bit more of a background as to what I am talking about. And this article was titled, "One Step Closer to the Exit." And it said that Brussels' shock demand of 1.7 billion pounds more from Britain has pushed us closer to leaving the EU, a furious David Cameron admitted yesterday. The Prime Minister insisted the payment was not going to happen. Britain was told to pay more because its economy has performed better than expected. But countries including France, whose economies have underperformed, will receive multi-million pound rebates. But Germany's powerful leader Angela Merkel, whose country is set to receive a rebate, suggested Britain would eventually end up paying the vast sum and said she had no problem with the calculations. And José Manuel Barroso, the outgoing president of the European Commission, indicated that the 1.7 billion pound bill was not up for negotiation. And then Mail Online wrote a very accusatory, I would say, article on October 24 about this whole issue, saying this: like some despotic colonial power, the European Commission, under its ex-Maoist president José Manuel Barroso, suddenly demands an arbitrary level from the UK, or an arbitrary levy from the UK of 1.7 billion pounds. This outrageous charge is a crushing blow to David Cameron as he tries to persuade an increasingly skeptical British public that the EU can be made to change its anti-democratic ways. And then later on the article says the Barroso raid will convince many voters that this simply cannot be achieved within the EU if the Commission wanted to give a boost to Britain's growing number of Eurosceptics. It could hardly have come up with a better strategy. And then the Express wrote on October 25, furious David Cameron last night conceded that Britain had been pushed closer to a European Union exit after receiving an eye-watering 1.7 billion pound Brussels bill. Calls for the UK to withdraw from the EU intensified yesterday. In an angry intervention, he interrupted a summit discussion on economic policy to confront European Commission President José Barroso over the cash demand. He accused the Eurocrat of having no idea of the impact the vast invoice would have on the UK. Now, so far the English side. Of course, there's always two sides to a story, and here is the other side of the story. The Zeit Online, a German paper, reported on October 24 that the UK agreed to the calculation formula in 1995. And other German papers added that the UK had received substantial subsidies in the past based on this automatic formula when it underperformed. For instance, Deutsche Welle wrote on October 24, in the past, when the UK economy was shrinking, London received money back. Now that its economy is recovering, its contribution has been adjusted upwards. And then it goes on to say that an EU official called the revision a technical matter and said it came up every year. But the request for more money comes at an inopportune time for President or Prime Minister Cameron, who faces staunch resistance at home to the 28-member bloc by Eurosceptic political parties. Now, on top of that, listen to the following article by BBC News, which was stated on and published on October 26, and which stated the following. Europe expects the UK to pay an extra £1.7 towards the EU budget, and that is that, a Vice President of the European Parliament has said. Alexander Graf Lambsdorff, a German MEP, said the EU would be exasperated if the UK tried to avoid payments. Bild Online, a very famous, influential mass tabloid, not necessarily very reliable, but nevertheless a very influential tabloid, it asked on October 25, are the British leaving the EU? The mass tabloid opinionated that Cameron will not be able to avoid the demanded payment on or about December 1, even though he stated that he wouldn't. The paper quoted a modified famous statement from William Shakespeare, to pay or not to pay, that is a question. Now, what is important for us to realize, we're not getting involved and shouldn't get involved in political upheavals, trying to take sides. This side is right, this side is wrong, but they're both right, they're both wrong. No, we are reporting. We are reporting in the light of biblical prophecy, and what we are reporting is that the rift between the EU and the UK is widening up to the point where the UK in all likelihood is going to leave the EU, and the Bible strongly indicates this. Now here's another article which was published by the Sunday Times, dated October 26. It says that Angela Merkel, German Chancellor Angela Merkel, has delivered a potentially fatal blow to David Cameron's attempt to cap immigration from the European Union. The German Chancellor told the Sunday Times that she would not support Cameron's plans to limit freedom of movement within the EU as part of his planned renegotiation of Britain's relationship with Brussels. And then it says that Merkel categorically denied that there was any possibility of Germany supporting any limitations on the freedom of movement, a potentially terminal intervention from Britain's key ally. So we see that Mr. Cameron is facing one problem after another to keep his country in the EU. And we can expect that pretty soon the EU will have one member less, that the UK is going to leave. At the same time, demands become louder and louder that the EU receives a very powerful military. Die Welt, a very influential newspaper in Germany, wrote on September 30 the following. Europe needs a unified army after all. It is high time for the unification of European military forces. Because of the bad condition of the German Bundeswehr, we are confronted with a historical opportunity to think about a European security policy. Military forces should not be established nationally but need to be European. A European army would open up new areas of activities. The preservation and increase of freedom, peace and security is no longer the responsibility of just one nation, but it has become a European challenge. A European army would meet that challenge. And again, the Bible has clearly prophesied that Europe will have a very mighty, a very powerful, and a very effective army. Because the Bible also talks about wars, which are going to happen. Wars involving a unified Europe against the UK, against the United States of America, against Russia and China and other nations. You might be surprised to hear this, but the Bible has prophesied a long time ago that these wars are going to take place just prior to the return of Jesus Christ. They are identified, amongst other things, as part of the Great Tribulation and the Day of the Lord. And we have prepared a free booklet, The Great Tribulation and the Day of the Lord. And this free booklet shows you from the pages of your Bible what the Bible prophesies about these coming wars. And I would say World War III is just around the corner. And these wars are going to be fought with nuclear weapons. It will be so bad that ultimately Jesus Christ said if he were not to intervene, no human being, no flesh even, would be saved alive. Nobody would survive. It will be a time as bad as it was at the time of Noah. Now God promised that he would never allow a flood to bring upon the earth to destroy humankind that way. But Christ said that a terrible war and other nuclear disasters will occur, but the days of man's rule will be shortened, so that ultimate destruction can be avoided. But terrible times are ahead of us. And of course, when continental Europe fights against the UK, it is obvious that the UK cannot be part of continental Europe. And therefore, we have been saying for decades, the time will come when the UK will leave continental Europe, will leave EU. And then, of course, we have reached the point where these world wars can start, and they will start. And what we are seeing right now in the world is a preparation for these wars. Now, I didn't mention the United States of America. I didn't mention the UK as being part of a war against China or Russia. Then by that time, they will already have been defeated by continental Europe. Yes, my friends, that is prophesied as well. The UK and the United States of America will be defeated by a mighty army coming from Europe. Again, if you don't believe that, read our free booklet, The Great Tribulation and the Day of the Lord. It proves to you from the Bible that these things are going to happen, and they are going to happen soon, in all likelihood, in your lifetime. Thank you very much for listening. This is Norbert Link for the Standing Watch program.
Standing Watch is a presentation by The Church of the Eternal God, P.O. Box 270519, San Diego, California 92198. More information is also available at our website, eternalgod.org.